Hey everybody, it's Michidini. I had a request to talk about Kony 2012 from one of my subscribers. I don't know too much about this guy Kony, but what I do know what's going on in Africa is there's racial conflict and religious conflict. Religious conflict as far as the Arab Africans, the Christian Africans, and other Africans as far as the religious conflict go, should I say? And then there's the racial conflict with lighter complexion Africans and the darker complexion Africans. And this is justified by Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney, the same woman who found out that Bush hired a private company to manipulate the votes in both elections. So yeah, she went to Libya during the whole Gaddafi mess and said this is something that America and African Americans should look into about the racial conflict in Africa. So that I do know what's going on in Africa. Um, Another thing is the gun trade. A good movie to get with that is basically The Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, starring Nicolas Cage. The Lord of War is basically based on a true story. It talks about the gun trade, things that has been occurring and still occurs today. The gun trade is like the drug trade. You got the government behind it, really. And if you think about it, that's the exact reason why the UN didn't want to get involved with the genocide in Rwanda during the Bill Clinton administration. When the genocide in Rwanda and Africa was going on, people saying the UN should get involved. This is crazy. This is a mess. The UN didn't even get involved. The U.S. didn't even get involved. Why? Because there was a lot more money being made off the gun trade between the elite, the global elite, and these thugs, African thugs and gangsters, and the African government uh, that was killing innocent African bystanders and whatnot. So that I do know, and that's another reason why they probably didn't want to get too involved with the Darfur genocide at Darfur, Africa as well, because of the money in the gun trade. So it's all about money. It's like a universal business. It's like we formed our own customers at the expense of innocent African lives. Um, so I know the raping and stuff, is wrong. I know that, but it's just kind of like, we can't. It's hard. It's hard to really say because the media here on the in the Western Hemisphere, European media, American media, is all biased in a way because you see the bad parts of these areas. Iran, Afghanistan, Libya. You see the bad of what they want to. They want to show you the badness and the evilness of these people, of these leaders and things, and then you just find out that they're not maybe not all that bad. And then you find out that Iran is beautiful. There's beautiful places on Iran. You could YouTube it. It's beautiful there. Beautiful places in Libya even. Certain places are beautiful in Afghanistan. And they show you all these sand dunes and just make it look like it's all 19th century, kind of 18th century, 19th century type of ordeal. And it's you know, and that's not the case. So obviously the media is manipulated in a sense as well. So this is really just a hidden agenda. There's some manipulation and deception behind this whole thing, because Kony had obviously been doing this for some years. So not just now they want to talk about it and tell them to give some money to the Kony victims. These are the same people that create the chaos and now trying to bring in order. And it's the same people that's telling you that we're gonna save the victims that have created the chaos. So this is the type of atmosphere that we're dealing with as far as this Kony 2012. But in the same note, African Americans, it's really your time to, if anyone needs to organize, mobilize, and incorporate, it needs to be the African American community. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't look towards the Chinese and the Japanese and the Europeans and the white Americans to actually care when they got their own problems in their own countries and their own communities, things that they felt that they have built. Whereas the African Americans don't have nothing, Africans don't have nothing. So it's really time for the African American community to organize, mobilize, and incorporate, come together as a communist commune, and come together collectively, use some communistic principles and values in a capitalistic society to have some economic power, then therefore to have some political pull. And then we can go and help our brothers and sisters in the motherland, brothers and sisters in the cradle of civilization, which is Africa. Other than that, man, there's nothing else we can do. You know, it's like $1,000 just to create a soccer field in Africa. Ain't that something? You know, there's a little, you know, it's like $100 to probably millionaires, you know. So, you know, it's just something to think about, you know. Michadini.com, support the cause.